I'm not about to like.
Here we
It says Parliament Street heading towards the Royal. Female over the tannoy walkie-talkie says problem, Royal shut. Male says directions. Female nearest place school of tropical medicine. Male, are you joking? Female over the tannoy, it's the only place open. Siren sound effect. Male to the orderly, second person in the ambulance. Tom, how's he doing? We're heading for the School of Tropical Medicine. Second male says, pulse is low, losing fluids, we need to be there now. Ambulance noise, walkie-talkie, slow fade out. Second scene, outside in the smoking area, outside the School of Tropical Medicine. Alistair is the...
Doctor.
He was an ophthalmologist. I'll say that.
What? He's no longer an ophthalmologist?
Just to annoy you. He's now a doctor of tropical medicine.
Well, who changed that? Okay, whatever. Still.
That's a small view there. So Alistair says, so we're now outside the smoking area. Have you heard from your brother? Have you heard from your brother Claire? So Claire, who's now not a nurse, is a lab assistant, says, no, it's been 3 weeks and I'm really worried. Alistair says, it's the same everywhere, people are disappearing. Claire says, could I use that later? Alistair, did you hear the Royal was just closed? I can't believe they've had to close an entire hospital. At that point, Jimmy, the third main character, comes out. He's the security guard. We've got a call in. There's an ambulance on its way here. Alistair says, why here? And at that point, you hear from a distance the ambulance coming in. There's a massive sound crash. Everyone's dead inside, although that's obviously not in the sound effects, but that's what happens, and that's where we got to.
Now, how do you guys feel about that? How much support was that going on into those lines? Yeah? Come on, quickly. How much support? I mean, everybody had to chime in, right?
Not everyone, no.
Who didn't? Yeah. But does it feel like a story, though?
Yeah.
It definitely feels like a story to me.
Because we're ironing out details.
Exactly. But on the one hand is I think that the guy, the second guy, should have said School of Tropical Medicine. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's where we're going, right? I think that line should be thrown in there, jokey ad-lib. But then also too is that I love the stuff about Claire and the brother. Was it that she has a brother that's missing?
Yeah.
I love that little backstory nod. That was excellent. Whose idea was that? All right, Charles. Look at Charles. That was good, though. It's good. You know, is there some shipping going on in there? You know, between her and the doctor? Shipping, putting them together and stuff.
Yeah, because Nigel suggested that, didn't he? There should be like a romance.
It felt a little shippy to me. You know what I mean? Well, hey, shippy's good, though. Shippy's good. You need ship, you need ship. And that's why when the guy comes out and ruins it, it's what we call a C block.
What does C stand for, Chase?
You know what it does. So, only thing is that did we really need that ambulance to crash?
Well, that's because the shape was in the person in the back has now made it crash through his shippy.
And then he's going to disappear.
What?
Yeah, because it kind of gets rid of all the characters without introducing more characters into it.
And gives them an encounter with it.
So that way you don't have to have two paramedics running around. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, kill them off
straight away.
in the crash, and then it makes sense.
Or you could kill one of them off and the other one's injured and have to get him inside.
Yeah.
And then they're inside. And then
We're back in, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, I still think we need somebody running through the halls, though. You know what I mean? We need, I still think need that element of.
Maybe the other person who was in the ambulance, maybe the other ambulance driver goes a little bit mad with it all because it's the shape that's made him crash and it's made him go a little crazy, and that's why he starts like running through.
So did we decide on what? Did we decide on the origin of the shape? I mean, I know that Rosie was talking about it being supernatural, but was there any other discussion around it? Like,
Not really.
no,
Doesn't really seem to need to be answered.
that need to be answered.
I
Okay.
think we've all got like a rough idea of what we think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, then, all right, homework assignment. So, if we could get that into like a proper script format, yeah, and put that onto the page, we could at least get that scene done tomorrow, but I would like to move on. So I like tonight, just like last night, on the page, if we could work on this pool scene. Because now that we have a crash of an ambulance, I don't think we could crash the ice cream van. I mean, I just think it's a lot of crashing. I know it's radio. And so, but then maybe the ice cream van could, be stalled or whatever. But maybe if we don't see the bodies inside the ambulance, we see the body inside the ice cream van. We can see the effect of the shape. We don't see the shape, but we see the effect of it. And that's where we could get to these, like, what do they call that? When the bodies drain the blood and stuff. Exsanguinated, like Life Force. If you've seen the movie Life Force, all right, great movie.
That's what we were trying to establish in the ambulance with the body.
But you crashed it. So that's what I mean. It's like if you crashed it, like you said, you crashed it, so that way you could kill off the people.
No, but the body that they're going to come out of
That-
is
yeah.
the body that disappears.
Yeah.
So that's the body that the shape takes, am I right?
We don't know because it's like it's up in the air.
Yeah.
Or
The thing
how
is,
the shape-
when they go to the ambulance, there could be 2 ambulance men dead, and when they go to the bath, the doors are open, and it looks,
Body's not there.
and there's no one in the back. So
Yeah.
Even though they were coming
Yeah.
with a man, which was what it said
Yeah.
over the radio, there's no one there.
we don't know where. There's two ambulance men and nobody else. So
Stop breaking those down.
where's
Yeah.
the body's just disappeared completely. So if it's supernatural, it could just.
But I like still the supernatural element is still sucking out the life force. So it's still like the alien movie Life Force. It's still like bodies like really like drained, and I think there's another word for it besides sanguinated. But like I still think that it's really weird and creepy. I think they're looking for the body. But it also is kind of like once they start finding these other bodies, I don't know if I want to look for this body anymore. You know what I mean?
Like
Or
the driver could have been killed in the crash, but the other ambulance man could have been drained, and he's in the back, like drained.
yeah.
And he's dead in the front, and then
Yeah.
the body's gone.
Yeah. So what I'm just trying to say is that so beyond that, like if we could get that on, and then if we can like work on like the pool element, like how do they get to the pool? How do we still sneak the ice cream van into the story, and also like maybe a chase sequence. It takes a lot to take people out. So the shape is like it could be like a will-o'-the-wisp. Right, where it's like a gossamer kind of thing, and it's going from body to body, and it's moving through. Ooh, I love sick bodies. You know what I mean? I'm moving through this place and everything, but for some reason, these people aren't dying. Why? Why is the shape not killing them? Now, when you talked about the negativity, maybe there could be something to that. Maybe there could be something people's emotional states or something. I don't know. But there's the water element as well. So maybe we shouldn't overload it. But for some reason, shape didn't kill them. Maybe it needs people to be unconscious. Maybe that's a simpler way of doing it. So when sick people in the hospital and comas and all that in the tropical medicine place, it could just take out a lot of like coma patients. So that probably is a simpler way of looking at it and everything.
Trying to create allies from all humans.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's something to think about afterwards. About like, none of us is it a zombie movie? It's just another zombie movie. You know what I mean? Because now the dead are getting up and walking. I don't know.
The shape could put people in the comas, and then all the hospitals are full because of people in comas. Nobody knows why it's happening. He's draining the foreshadowing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Coma patients, yeah. Everybody, become a world of coma patients and stuff like that. Yeah, that's good. All right, so can we do that? Right. So let's help support Helen and Charles on this, and I know Rachel will. But I mean, like, ideas are really good. Right? I mean, we understand the vacuum of how it works together, right? The point is, I would like to be able to record this tomorrow, all right, and everything, and then move on to the next one and stuff. Is that all good? Yeah. So, well done, people. Well done, team. All right, everybody applaud that. Before we look at the name of these characters, let's go into what Helen has. So Helen has what happens next. So why don't you read to us what happens next?
Okay, so there's a jump here, but then the three main characters find themselves out in the town. It's really quiet. They don't know whether they can trust each other. They're bickering about the missing body or the shape. There's no cars or people around, so it's very quiet. So they're working out where to go from there, and what stuff they've got with them, what's in their pockets and what they need for whatever situation they're in. And eventually you can hear, as you're listening to it, you can hear really far away the sound of like an ice cream van. So you're starting to think about like children and stuff like that. And that just sounds really out of place. It's really quiet. And that sound effect gets closer. None of the phones work. Shops are all shut, locked up. Cars are deserted. The ice cream van gets closer and the music's playing. The security guy is getting frightened and picks up a crowbar or picks something up from the street because he's frightened, doesn't know what's coming. The ice cream van gets closer now but looks as though it's not going to stop, and it drives straight past. The three see that the driver looks terrified as he speeds past them all. All eyes follow the van as it goes towards the swimming pool. The ice cream van crashes through the glass front into the swimming pool, and the three realise the pool lights are on. They decide to go over to the van. I think the guy is dead over the van at this point. The music's still playing but eventually sort of dies off, and it's at that point they hear the noise of the shape. So the shape's a character as well, isn't it? In other things. So whatever that noise is, they hear the noise, and the characters are now wondering what to do in the swimming pool, and then in my mind they're sort of backing away all the time, and eventually kind of end up somehow in the water. And it's at that point where the shape stops, so the noise of that stops, so the three of them realise that there's a connection between the water and the shape.
So did you come up with this fear of water, or Rachel came up with the fear of
No,
water?
Helen came up with it.
With what? Sorry.
Helen came up with the fear of water. I said that.
Yeah. All right. So now this is what I was saying to you before when I broke down when I said it's kind of like
Oh yeah, sorry.
there's a lot of like there's a lot of like negative space in between the action, right? Where it's kind of like, would that keep the audience involved or not, right? Because on the one hand, there's also a big jump. It's not a little jump, it's a big jump, because not only are they from the inside to the outside, but it sounds like what you're saying by your description is that they've seen the shape. Is that in your mindset?
Well, no, they don't see the because none of us see the shape. We hear. There's got to be
some sort of
some
electronic sound
noise
effect to
attached
symbolise
to
the
this
shape.
Yeah, this thing.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is for them to be running out in the street, right? And then they encounter, the man in the ice cream van who is somehow affected by the shape. What I'm trying to say is it sounds to me like the audience should have, and definitely these people should have encountered the shape. So like when we talked yesterday about people running down hallways and corridors, we said that the audience doesn't see the shape, but they've seen the shape. and the shape looks different to different people. Remember that yesterday? So my point is the fact that like, so jumping from inside to outside and then encountering the van, it's like it's a big jump. It's not just like kind of like a next scene jump. It's like a big jump, you know.
Because they would have had to make a decision at some point in there to get out. Know about the shape.
And how did they get out?
Yeah, so
Were they actually locked in? And then also to the end of days, like you just said. When they're inside the hospital, it's just like we're inside this building and it's raining outside. We have no clue to what's going on outside.